Welcome to Chiefs Kingdom News. Pull up a chair, grab a plate of whatever's smelling good on the smoker, and let's talk about the man who has redefined what it means to wear the red and gold. You know, here at Chiefs Kingdom News, we've seen a lot of greatness pass through the gates of One Arrowhead Drive. We grew up on the legends, the relentless motor of Derek Thomas, the pure silk of Tony Gonzalez, and the grit of Lynn Dawson. But what we're witnessing right now is different. It's historical. And today, we've got the data to back up what our eyes have been telling us for years. From my perspective, there's a lot of noise in the national media. But Steven Ruiz over at The Ringer just put out a piece that every single person in the kingdom needs to digest. He ranked every single Super Bowl quarterback start since the year 2000. That's 50 performances, 50 times the lights were at their brightest. And sitting right at the top, at number 1, isn't a stat patter or fluke. It's Patrick Mahomes for his performance in Super Bowl 57 against the Eagles. Now, what the kingdom needs to understand is that this isn't just about the box score. If you look at the sheet, you see 182 yards. In the modern NFL, that looks like a quiet Sunday, right? Wrong. In my view, this is the ultimate example of why stats without context are just numbers on a page. Ruiz argues that we've never seen a passer carry a team the way Mahomes carried us that night in Arizona. Think about the stakes. Think about the magic of Arrowhead that followed us to that neutral site. Patrick completed nearly 78% of his passes, no interceptions, 3 touchdowns. But the real story? It was the high ankle sprain. We all remember where we were when he limped off in the AFC Championship. We all held our breath when he aggravated it in the second quarter against Philly. As someone who lives and breathes Chiefs football, seeing number 15 weave through that Eagles defense for 26 yards on one good leg to set up the game-winning field goal, that wasn't just football. That was the Lamar Hunt legacy in motion. That was the next man up mentality taken to a superhuman level. Here at Chiefs Kingdom News, we've always said that Steve Spagnuolo's defense and Andy Reid's play calling are the pillars of this dynasty, but Mahomes is the ceiling. Ruiz pointed out that Patrick was under pressure on nearly 37% of his dropbacks against an Eagles front that had 70 sacks that year. And he wasn't sacked once, not once. He averaged over 6 yards per play while being chased by a pack of wolves. To put that in perspective, that's more yardage under pressure than Tom Brady averaged on all his dropbacks in 3 of his Super Bowl wins. Let that sink in for a second. We're not just watching a great player, we're watching the standard being rewritten in real time. But look, being a part of this kingdom means being honest. We don't just blow smoke. Ruiz ranked all of Patrick's starts, and they weren't all sunshine and rainbows. He's got the overtime win against the Niners in Super Bowl 58 at number 14. He notes that the Chiefs are seemingly incapable of giving Patrick good protection in the big game. His 5 appearances all rank in the top 13 for highest pressure rates. It's a testament to his improvisational genius that we've won 3 of them. Then you've got the first one, Super Bowl 54, ranked 18th. The Niners beat the hell out of him that night. 2 picks, 4 sacks. But that's the thing about the modern dynasty. We are never out of it. That 44-yard heave to Tyreek Hill on 3rd and 15, that's the moment the league realized that a 10-point lead against Kansas City is actually a deficit. I actually appreciated Ruiz's take on the loss to the Bucs, which he put at number 30. He called it the best bad game for a quarterback ever. Patrick was under pressure on 55% of his plays, a Super Bowl record. He was running for his life, throwing horizontal passes while parallel to the ground, and our guys just couldn't haul them in. It was a failure of the trenches, not the heart of the leader. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, Super Bowl 59 against the Eagles. Ruiz was harsh here, putting it at 43 out of 50. And honestly, in my view, he's not entirely wrong. Before garbage time, it was a rough outing. The pick 6 to Cooper DeJean was a gut punch. But even in our worst moments, the kingdom stays loud. We've seen the decades of waiting, the lean years before Andy Reid arrived, and we know that even a bad Mahomes game is better than most franchises' best days. What I want you to take away from this today is the sheer weight of what we're witnessing. We're comparing Mahomes not to his peers, but to the ghosts of the Steelers of the 70s, the Niners of the 80s, and the Patriots of the 2000s. We are in the middle of the golden era of Kansas City sports. When you walk through the parking lot and smell that world-class barbecue, when you feel the vibration of the tomahawk chop under your feet, remember that we have the guy who can make 182 yards look like the greatest performance of the century. The league hasn't seen the best of this yet. With the way this front office builds around him and the in-spags we trust philosophy keeping the other side of the ball elite, we're going to be adding more chapters to this Ruiz list for a long time. Whether it's a freezing playoff night in Arrowhead or a neutral site in the desert, number 15 gives us a chance to protect the trophy every single year. This is Chiefs Kingdom News. We live this, we breathe this, and we're just getting started. Keep the faith, keep it loud, and let's keep chasing history.